Ladies and gentlemen, time is the one resource that never pauses, never waits, and never rewinds. Each of us is given the same 24 hours a day, yet what we do with those hours determines where we end up. Today, I want to talk about unlocking the power of time because the truth is, how you use your time will shape your entire future. Time is often described as our most valuable asset, yet it is one of the most underestimated. Unlike material possessions, time cannot be stored, paused, or multiplied. It's the only resource we are all given equally minus 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. The way we use this time, however, varies drastically from person to person, and this variance is what defines success, fulfillment, or stagnation. Time, at its core, is a silent yet powerful force that shapes every moment of our lives. It governs our progress, our growth, and the legacy we leave behind. The challenge is that many of us move through life without fully grasping the weight of each passing second. We often fall into the trap of thinking we have all the time in the world. We procrastinate, delay our goals, and put off important decisions, believing that there will always be more time tomorrow. But in reality, tomorrow is never guaranteed. Every second that slips away is a second we can never get back. When you understand the true value of time, you begin to see the world differently. Every decision becomes more purposeful, and every action carries more weight. You realize that time is finite, and that realization brings urgency to your life. It forces you to reflect on how you're spending your days, your hours, and your moments. Are you investing your time in activities that propel you forward, or are you allowing time to be wasted on distractions and unproductive habits? It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind without ever stopping to think about the bigger picture. We fill our schedules with meetings, tasks, and errands, often neglecting the long-term goals we truly care about. But when you understand the value of time, you start to prioritize differently. You begin to focus on the things that matter most: your passions, your relationships, your health, and your growth. You stop wasting time on trivial matters and start directing your energy toward the areas of your life that bring the greatest fulfillment. One of the most common mistakes people make is thinking that they'll always have more time to pursue their dreams. Whether it's starting a business, learning a new skill, or investing in personal development, we often delay taking action because we assume there will be a better time in the future. But the reality is, the best time is now. The more we put off our aspirations, the further we drift from achieving them. Time waits for no one, and the longer we delay, the more opportunities we miss. Opportunities don't come around endlessly. They are often fleeting, arriving when we least expect them and disappearing just as quickly. Those who understand the value of time know that when an opportunity presents itself, it must be seized without hesitation. Waiting for the perfect moment often results in missed chances and regret. The people who achieve the most in life are not necessarily the ones who are the smartest or most talented, but the ones who act when the moment arises. They recognize the opportunity, take a leap, and trust in their ability to make the most of it. Understanding the value of time also means recognizing that how you spend your days ultimately shapes your life. The small, seemingly insignificant actions you take each day accumulate over time and lead to major outcomes. If you spend your time wisely, consistently working toward your goals, even in small increments, you will see progress. But if you waste your time on distractions, procrastination, or unimportant activities, those same small actions can lead to stagnation or even regression. It's also important to realize that the way you value your time reflects how others will value it as well. If you don't respect your own time, people around you will follow suit. They will take advantage of your willingness to waste time and drain your energy on things that don't serve your purpose. On the other hand, when you establish boundaries and make it clear that your time is precious, others will respect that. They will value your presence and your contributions more because they understand that you don't give your time away lightly. Time is the great equalizer. No matter who you are or where you come from, time is given to you in the same measure as everyone else. It's how you use that time that makes all the difference. You have the power to decide whether your time will be spent building the life you want or whether it will be wasted on things that don't matter. You can choose to let time slip away, or you can choose to take control of it, directing it toward your goals and aspirations. The question you must ask yourself is this: how do you want to be remembered? The answer lies in how you use your time today. Every moment is an opportunity to move closer to the life you want. but that opportunity won't last forever. The power of time is in your hands. Use it wisely, and it will work in your favor. Waste it, and it will be gone before you even realize it. Understanding the value of time is the first step toward living a life of purpose and fulfillment. When you respect time, you respect your own potential, and that is where true success begins. Discipline and consistency are the cornerstones of success. While talent and opportunity may open doors, it is discipline and the unwavering practice of consistency that keep those doors open and help you walk through them. These two principles are often underestimated, but they are essential for turning goals into realities. In fact, they are the glue that binds our intentions to our outcomes, ensuring that what we aim for doesn't remain just a dream, but becomes a part of our lived experience. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to your goals, even when the excitement fades or when challenges arise. It's easy to feel motivated when you first set a goal or when you have a burst of inspiration. But what happens when the initial excitement wears off? That's where discipline steps in. It's about doing what needs to be done, not just when you feel like it, but especially when you don't. Discipline is waking up early to work on your craft when your body begs for more sleep. It's saying no to distractions even when they seem tempting. It's making the tough choices that push you forward instead of settling for comfort. We live in a world that often glorifies instant gratification, quick wins, overnight success stories, and fast results. But the truth is, meaningful progress takes time. There's no shortcut to success. And this is where consistency becomes vital. Consistency is the repeated effort over time. It's not about making giant leaps in a single day, but about taking small, steady steps every single day. When you're consistent, you are laying down the foundation for long-term success. Each action, no matter how small, builds on the previous one, creating momentum that will eventually lead to big results. Think about any skill or achievement that you admire. Whether it's a successful entrepreneur, an athlete, or an artist, behind their accomplishments is a history of consistent effort. They didn't achieve their success overnight. It was built day by day through repetition, practice, and perseverance. It's the basketball player who shoots hundreds of free throws every day, the writer who commits to writing a certain number of words daily, or the entrepreneur who works tirelessly on their business despite the challenges. Consistency paired with discipline is what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. But here's the challenge: discipline and consistency are not easy. It's human nature to seek comfort to avoid discomfort and to want immediate results. We often want the reward without the hard work. We want success without the struggle. But that's not how life works. The road to achieving anything worthwhile is often long and difficult, and without discipline, it's easy to get off track. Without consistency, it's easy to lose momentum. This is why so many people set goals but fail to reach them. They lack the discipline to stay on course when things get tough, and they lack the consistency to make meaningful progress day after day. One of the greatest benefits of discipline and consistency is that they build habits. When you commit to doing something regularly, it becomes a habit. And once something becomes a habit, it becomes easier to do. You no longer have to rely on motivation or willpower alone because the action has become part of your routine. Habits are powerful because they shape who we are and what we accomplish. The more disciplined and consistent you are, the more positive habits you develop, and those habits in turn lead to success. It's important to remember that discipline and consistency don't mean you have to be perfect. Life happens, and there will be days when you slip up, when things don't go as planned, or when you face setbacks. But what matters is that you get back on track. Being disciplined doesn't mean never making a mistake. It means having the resilience to keep going even when things get tough. Being consistent doesn't mean never missing a day. It means committing to the long term and not letting a few missteps derail your entire journey. There will be times when the progress seems slow, when the results aren't immediately visible, and when you feel like your efforts aren't paying off. But that's exactly when discipline and consistency matter most. Because success isn't always visible right away. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the plant grow the moment you put the seed in the ground. It takes time for the roots to develop, for the plant to push through the soil, and for it to bloom. The same is true for your efforts. The results may not be visible immediately, but if you keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and stay disciplined, the results will come. In the end, discipline and consistency are a choice. Every day you have the choice to either move closer to your goals or further away from them, and while it may not always be easy, the rewards are worth it. When you're disciplined, you gain control over your life. You're no longer at the mercy of distractions or external circumstances. When you're consistent, you build momentum, and that momentum propels you forward even when things get tough. So whether you're working on personal development, building a business, learning a new skill, or pursuing any other goal, remember this: discipline and consistency are your greatest allies. They will carry you through the tough times, keep you on track when motivation fades, and ultimately lead you to success. If you can master these two principles, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Every small, consistent effort compounds over time, creating a force that is unstoppable. Opportunities in life often come unannounced and without warning, and those who are prepared to seize them at a moment's notice are the ones who ultimately succeed. There's a common misconception that opportunities are rare, fleeting occurrences that we simply stumble upon, but in reality, opportunities are all around us. They exist in the choices we make, in the problems we solve, and in the challenges we face. But they don't always present themselves in a way that's immediately obvious. More often than not, opportunities are hidden behind obstacles or disguised as hard work, and they require a certain level of awareness, preparation, and decisiveness to grasp. Success is not so much about waiting for the right opportunity to come knocking, but about recognizing the opportunities that are already in front of you and having the courage to act on them. The problem for most people is not that opportunities don't exist, but that they fail to recognize them or they hesitate to act when the moment arrives. They're either too distracted, too comfortable, or too fearful to seize the chance when it appears. The key is understanding that opportunities rarely arrive at the perfect time or under ideal conditions. They don't come with flashing lights and signs that say, "This is your moment." More often than not, opportunities appear during times of uncertainty, challenge, or change, and it's up to you to have the vision to see them for what they are. One of the greatest myths about opportunity is that you need to wait until you feel 100% ready. This mindset holds people back from taking action because they're waiting for the perfect set of circumstances. They wait until they have more experience, more resources, or more knowledge. But the truth is, if you wait until you feel fully prepared, the opportunity will pass you by. Successful people don't wait for the stars to align. They act when the opportunity presents itself, even if they're not entirely sure of the outcome. They trust in their ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow through the process. This doesn't mean acting recklessly, but it does mean stepping outside of your comfort zone and taking calculated risk when the moment arises. Being ready for opportunity requires a mindset of constant preparation. It's about continuously working on yourself, improving your skills, and staying open to new experiences. When you're in a state of preparedness, you're not caught off guard when an opportunity presents itself. You've already laid the groundwork and you're ready to act. It's like an athlete who trains every day, not knowing exactly when their big moment will come, but knowing that when it does, they'll be ready to perform. Preparation breeds confidence, and confidence enables you to take decisive action when the time comes. Another critical aspect of seizing opportunities is overcoming fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of the unknown often stop people from taking action, but fear is simply an emotion, and it doesn't have to dictate your choices. If you let fear control you, you'll miss out on countless opportunities because you'll be too afraid to take the leap. Successful people feel fear too, but they act anyway. They understand that the potential rewards of taking a chance far outweigh the risks of staying in their comfort zone. Every opportunity comes with an element of risk, but it's through taking risks that you grow, learn, and move forward. Sometimes opportunities come in the form of challenges or setbacks. When things don't go as planned or when you face obstacles, it's easy to become discouraged and think that the opportunity is gone. But often it's during these tough times that the greatest opportunities arise. It's in solving a difficult problem, finding a creative solution, or pushing through adversity that you discover new possibilities. Instead of viewing challenges as roadblocks, view them as opportunities in disguise. When you approach life with this mindset, every difficulty becomes a chance to grow, to learn, and to move closer to your goals. It's also important to recognize that not all opportunities are obvious. Sometimes they come in small, unexpected packages. They might not look like life-changing moments at first glance, but over time they can lead to incredible outcomes. It's easy to dismiss opportunities because they don't seem significant enough or because they don't immediately align with your long-term goals. But success is often built on a series of small opportunities that accumulate over time. By saying yes to the smaller chances, you put yourself in a position for bigger opportunities to come your way. In life, you never know when your next big opportunity will come. It could be today, tomorrow, or next year. The key is to be ready, both mentally and physically, so that when it does come, you can act with confidence and decisiveness. Too often, people look back on their lives with regret, wishing they had taken a chance when they had the opportunity. Don't let that be your story. Prepare yourself now so that when the moment arrives, you can seize it without hesitation. It's not just about recognizing opportunities for yourself either. Sometimes opportunities come in the form of helping others, building relationships, or contributing to a cause bigger than yourself. These kinds of opportunities may not lead to immediate personal gain, but they often open doors in ways you never could have anticipated. By being generous with your time, skills, and energy, you create a ripple effect that attracts more opportunities your way. Opportunities are everywhere. They may not always be easy to see, and they may not always come in the form you expect, but they are there. The question is, are you ready? Are you prepared to act when the moment arises? And most importantly, do you have the courage to seize the opportunity when it comes? If you can answer yes to these questions, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your next great opportunity could be just around the corner. Make sure you're ready to take it. Embracing the present moment is a principle that sounds simple but holds profound power. Too often we live in the past, replaying events, mistakes, and regrets, or we project ourselves into the future, worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. But the truth is, the present moment is all we ever have. The past is gone, and the future is yet to be written. By focusing on the present, we tap into a wellspring of potential that is available only in the here and now. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the lessons of the past or dismissing the need to plan for the future. It's about balancing these perspectives with a mindful awareness of what is happening right now. The present moment is the space where life unfolds. It's where decisions are made, where actions are taken, and where change happens. If you are constantly stuck in the past or worried about the future, you miss the opportunities that exist in this very moment. You lose the ability to act effectively because your mind is somewhere else. When we focus on the present, we allow ourselves to fully experience life as it is happening. We become more attuned to our surroundings, our relationships, and our inner selves. Being present means engaging with what is in front of you, whether it's a conversation, a task, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. When you are present, you are more likely to notice the subtle opportunities that are right in front of you. You are able to respond to challenges with clarity and purpose because you are not distracted by regrets or fears. One of the greatest barriers to living in the present is the tendency to dwell on the past. We replay old conversations, regret missed opportunities, or wish we could change certain decisions. But the past is beyond our control. No matter how much we think about it, we cannot change what has already happened. What we can change is how we respond to it now. Instead of letting the past weigh us down, we can choose to learn from it and apply those lessons in the present. Every experience, whether good or bad, contains valuable insights that can inform how we move forward. Worrying about the future is another common trap that pulls us away from the present moment. We often get caught up in imagining all the things that could go wrong or in trying to control outcomes that are not yet within our reach. While it's natural to think about the future and to make plans, it's important to recognize that the future is shaped by what we do in the present. The decisions and actions we take today lay the groundwork for the life we will live tomorrow. If we are too focused on the future, we miss the chance to influence it through the power of now. Embracing the present moment requires mindfulness, a state of active awareness where you are fully engaged with whatever you are doing. It's about being conscious of your thoughts, emotions, and actions in real time. When you are mindful, you are able to step back from the constant stream of thoughts about the past and future and focus on what is happening right now. This doesn't mean that your mind will never wander, it will. But mindfulness allows you to gently bring your attention back to the present whenever you notice that you are drifting. One of the most powerful aspects of living in the present is that it reduces stress and anxiety. Much of our stress comes from worrying about things that are beyond our control, things that have already happened, or things that we fear might happen. When we focus on the present, we let go of those worries and bring our attention to what we can actually influence. This not only makes us more effective in dealing with life's challenges, but it also brings a sense of peace and calm. The present moment is where we can truly connect with others, whether it's a conversation with a friend, a meeting at work, or time spent with family. Being present allows us to fully engage with the people around us. When we are distracted by thoughts of the past or future, we miss the opportunity to truly listen and connect. But when we are fully present, we give our undivided attention, and that creates deeper, more meaningful relationships. People can sense when you are truly engaged with them, and it fosters trust, respect, and understanding. Living in the present also opens the door to creativity and innovation. When your mind is cluttered with worries and distractions, it's hard to think clearly or come up with new ideas. But when you are fully immersed in the moment, you allow your mind the freedom to explore, to think differently, and to find creative solutions to problems. The present moment is where creativity thrives because it's the only place where your mind can work with the reality that is directly in front of you. It's important to note that living in the present doesn't mean ignoring your goals or dreams for the future. It means taking intentional action today that will move you closer to those goals. The present is where you can set the foundation for future success by making the most of the opportunities that exist right now. Every small action you take in the present adds up, and over time, it leads to the bigger changes you desire in your life. There is a saying that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. This quote beautifully captures the essence of what it means to live in the now. The past is already written and the future is yet to unfold, but the present is a gift that is yours to use. How you use it will determine the course of your life. By embracing the present moment, you free yourself from the burdens of the past and the worries of the future. You allow yourself to fully engage with life as it is happening. And in doing so, you unlock the potential to create a future that is aligned with your deepest desires. The present moment is a powerful tool. It's where action happens, where growth occurs, and where change begins. The more you learn to live in the present, the more you will realize that this is where your true power lies. It's in the choices you make today, the actions you take right now, and the mindset you cultivate in this very moment that will determine your future. Embrace the present, and you will find that everything else begins to fall into place. In conclusion, time is the most valuable resource we possess, and how we use it defines the trajectory of our lives. By understanding its importance, seizing opportunities as they arise, and living fully in the present moment, we unlock the power to shape our future. Success isn't just about waiting for the right moment, it's about preparing ourselves for opportunities, acting decisively when they come, and embracing each moment as it unfolds. The choices we make today, the actions we take now, and our awareness of the present are the keys to unlocking a life of fulfillment and achievement. Time is constantly moving, and it's up to us to use it wisely with intention and without hesitation. Every second matters, and with the right mindset, we can turn the power of time into the force that drives us toward our dreams.